Code the Dream starts with 6 months of totally free, intensive classes covering the fundamentals of software development. From there, students move on to get their first real world experience as paid apprentices at Code the Dream Labs, where the goal is a win win. Students get the hands on experience they need to launch their new careers, and they get that experience building real apps and software platforms that address racial and social issues for those in need. We are proud that approximately 80% of our interns or apprentices go on to get jobs in the tech industry, working as software developers, business analysts, project managers, and many other types of tech related jobs. Marcus was a student and did get to become a Code the Dream Lab apprentice. But since then, Marcus, how has your life changed?
My life has changed a lot for the better. Before Code the Dream, I was working a lot of dead end jobs that, there wasn't a lot of sort of mobility. There wasn't, room for growth. And, frankly, I was doing jobs that I didn't really like. And, Code the Dream, after that, I've now gotten a career change into tech. I have a job that I really like. I've been able to, you know, take skill. I mean, I've been able to take these skills I learned to Code the Dream and get onto the pathway that has a lot of upward mobility, and and I've been able to, just get a bunch of benefits that I'd never seen before. It's really just been an amazing change. So, yeah, I mean, and that's that's really the answer that I've got for that.
And Code the Dream, we do make some life changing, I guess, things for our students. But how did they help you prepare for sort of this life change?
Well, they gave me the foundation, both from a standpoint of learning how to code, and also from practice of agile development, and also from learning just how to approach new problems that you deal with, and learning new things as you go along in your job. One of the things that's involved in being in tech is basically being a lifelong learner, and that's really been very a helpful thing that I learned in Code the Dream. When I got in my current job, I was using a tech stack that was completely unfamiliar to me. Literally nothing that we did was stuff that I had really worked on before. And I was able to take lessons that I'd learned from Code the Dream and apply them to the new things that I was learning. And I was also prepared to collaborate and sort of talk about what I was working on in a way that I just would not have meant otherwise. And working with say Crystal and Cruz, they answered so many questions when I was in Code the Dream, and they were able to be models that I was able to use to sort of follow in the process. So, like, how would Crystal handle this? How would Cruz handle this? I was able to do that, and so and also they answered a lot of questions for me along the way.
Could you have imagined this career for yourself if you looked at younger Marcus?
I could have imagined a career in tech, but I could not have imagined the pathway of getting there. And that's what Code the Dream was really instrumental in. When I got into Code the Dream, I was doing some things on my own, trying to learn how to do this. But there's just so much to learn that I just didn't know, that would have been very difficult for me to sort of have picked up. And Code the Dream was super helpful in giving me a structured pathway with mentorship and guidance to go about doing sort of every part of things, from the standpoint of preparing for interviews, from a standpoint of just knowing how to do things, from a standpoint of knowing what comes next once you learn one thing. It was just sort of the whole way down. So all the things that I didn't know, Code the Dream always had answers to help me out.
Great, thank you. Is there anything perhaps that I haven't asked you that you would like to tell the audience about Code the Dream or your experiences?
Yeah, Code the Dream gives valuable experience. Teaches real skills and gives guidance and mentorship. I mean, those things I've said before, but you're actually working when you're with Code the Dream as certainly as an apprentice. You're working on real projects. I mean, we've seen the demos that have gone before. That are meaningful and that you can feel good about. And the thing that I can say for sure is Code the Dream shows how possible it is to learn the skills necessary to get into the tech industry, and it shows you how possible it is to actually achieve that and make it happen.